my life, especially when I made poses, where I was very much into just kind of hanging out and being a bohemian, and it was an amazing period of my life. I mean, I was like living in the Chelsea Hotel, and I was hanging out, you know, I was living with Sean Lennon for a while, and I was just having this kind of insane lifestyle, and it was great at that point. That ended, and I kind of experienced a bit of a mental breakdown. I couldn't take it in my, you know, my personality couldn't take it anymore, and so I had to sort of, you know, seek help. And make it past your color TV. This time will pass, and with it will make and I knew that before making my next record, after Poses, I had to sort of get my house in order, and that and that I had to kind of get away from music, essentially, for a couple of months and just forget about show business. And, you know, I remember before I went to rehab, I mean, I called Elton John, and because I knew that he'd sort of been through a similar experience, and he told me, and he knew exactly where I was, and he helped me through a lot of the difficulties, and he said, you know, fuck music, and you know, don't become a victim of this whole, you know, circus.
Did you get any support from your parents at that time?
I got some support. I think the main thing was that it didn't matter whether I had support from my parents or Elton John or you know, President Bush. I mean, it was basically, I had to sort of support myself, and that's very much what the artwork was about, and you know, the fact that it's me dressed up as my own sort of knight in shining armor. I mean, I realized that at that point, the only person who could save me was me. Don't wanna see you light, just want to save flashlight. Don't wanna know the answer. Any of your questions. Don't want no don't just wanna be my dad. I think men kind of have to imitate their fathers at a certain point. The only real example that they have is their father, if their father survived, that is to say. And my father did. I mean, my father's he's in great health. He's, you know, he has a great life that he's sort of worked really hard for, and I needed to sort of get to that next level, so I had to sort of, you know, try to imitate him a little bit more on a sort of more personal level. You know, I had to be basically a little more selfish, a little more of a jerk sometimes. People have oftentimes, you know, after hearing my set or seeing my show, they kind of want to take care of me, and they kind of want to protect me, and I mean, I'm pretty tough, actually. I mean, I'm pretty good at protecting myself, and I'm actually quite independent, and I can be a little mean. But I do try to sing from the perspective of someone who is essentially still in awe of the world. You know, I don't want to get jaded. I want to continue to be excited about and scared, you know, about the future. I think that in terms of all my relationships and my sensibilities, that sort of lost child is a very big part of my work. I mean, it's an element which I hope I never lose because it, I don't know, it's a lot of people have sort of picked up on that, and I think it works really well for me because I am essentially a lost child sometimes.